is a village in the northwest province of Cameroon, situated some 8 kilometers from Bamenda town, and has a population of about 4,500 people. With its distinct cultural amenities, the dynasty of Chamba still remains one of the most prestigious dynasties in the northwest province. The people of Chamba, or small Israel, are blessed with manners from heaven, which comes every year during the month of November and December, called Munguin or grasshopper. The grasshopper is found under the group phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, and order Otreptera, and is found mostly in the spring and summer.
I know some when they come on inside bush, they born for grass. Then they come out the camp. We dey call and we did light, so where they put them up.
Say mungwin they come on inside grass because mungwin too na grasshopper.
Even when they be inside grass, when they don't born for this, so year don't end so. We'll come out, come, we put light, we'll catch and we chop someone, we share someone for people. We sell someone, we take and buy oil.
In summer and autumn, some grasshoppers fly into porchlight, and most people are now aware of this and thus put up huge factories like this with bulbs, drums, and zincs to catch a good quantity of these precious insects. The people know that November and December is the period to get hold of these grasshoppers, or munguin, as they are normally called, and so they prepare well ahead of the period when they fall.
I can't because I want to buy my Christmas clothes and then I buy my textbook and then.
To put up these factories or traps requires lots of money to get as many drums and zincs as possible so that the catch too will be big. Some do buy the drums, borrow others from people, or rent them from people, and also buy balls. We know of cases where people have borrowed money from Jangi houses to prepare for munguin, but munguin never came, and people have taken poison to kill themselves.
I feel just talking something we got done. Like comparing to last year, we will catch them somehow more better than what we will do this year. So now build this year, you don't want worry we, and the expenditure over there will itself also. The expenditure over there they go about some 200,000. Got drum with zinc there like 50 sheets. We own our money. But if I calculate and find, then we will come up for day. If it day around 80 to 90 buckets. Where each bucket it costs 5,000. I feed balance some year accounting for losses because my expenditure just as you receive them this ago, you know, I think I no balance for this year. Anyway, we no worry because some year you feel gain for something, then the other year you feel loss.
As I take this place, we say, as I say, any man they catch me because they help people in class. I try to say me will try for help people into inside hospital. We say be like another people. For Bob, they don't spend around 40,000 for Bob, but at least we don't balance and we don't try to say get some gain on top of the Bob.
The bulbs are the normal bulbs used for street lighting, but to make it brighter so as to attract the munguin, the factory owners break the bulbs and allow the empty filaments, which at times are harmful to the naked eyes. With the zincs, the grasshoppers hit themselves on them and straight they go into the drums and cannot leave again. The munguin period is a period during which almost everybody is out in the night, children, mothers and fathers, and it can take the whole night. The ones that enter the drums are for the factory owners, while others who do not have factories can pick theirs around the drums, on the ground and bushes around. The fact that Munguin falls at night requires a lot of preparation for the individual. First, you have to put on warm clothing, since this period in the Northwest Province is the dry season with very cold nights and cold mornings. You also have to wear clothes that will not expose most of your body, especially of the landing force of the Munguin on the body, which can leave marks and the burning power of some other little but very harmful insects always accompanying the Munguin during this period, called Krichi, which has wings and is red and black in color. Just a bit of water from this insect can cause a big wound on an individual. As such, much of the face and neck have to be covered as much as possible. Women and men are into the business because it is very lucrative, and we have heard stories of people who abandon their normal businesses and activities and enter into this Munguin stuff and return to their businesses when this swarming period for the grasshoppers is over. The people of Chombo say this is God's own gift to them, and it's their own manna from heaven.
I think Chomba is really blessed. We've had all kinds of blessings, and so Munguin is just another blessing that is coming to us. The only unfortunate thing is the Munguin comes only once in a year, and when it is the period, you see all the people are involved, and the Munguin was fetching them a lot of money. Because I'm told they sell drums and buckets of Munguin, and people come right from Douala to buy. And then neighboring villages, I hear people come from Songwa, Mbatu, Bali, Mankon, even up to Alateneng to come and catch Munguin here.
After the night's catch, the zings are removed and all the Munguin collected in one drum, and there are nights when all the drums get full. They are then put in bags that are airy and kept till the morning. In the morning, all the zings are removed, the drums actually emptied and prepared for the next catch. Early in the morning, Bayam Selems leave town to buy Munguin to go and sell back in the market, fresh, and a handful of it goes for 100 francs CFA. At times, children move around after school to sell Munguin, and even parents. Those who buy in drums have to pay 30 or 40,000 francs, while those who buy in buckets have to pay about 5,000 or 6,000 francs. There are also people who continue their catch in the morning because the early morning cold is too harsh for the Munguin to fly, thus one can easily pick them from the grass. Even the hawks or the pastor birds have to get up early to pick theirs. The creatures, butterflies, and other insects have to be sorted out. As concerns preparation, you need to wash the Munguin well and then cook for about 10 minutes with salt, after which you have to drain it and dry it, and it can stay for months. While some are sold in Bamenda, some are transported and sold in other towns like Douala and Yaoundé. To prepare it to eat, you need some spices like garlic, ginger, some green spices, a bit of salt, and Maggi cube. You fry for about 5 to 10 minutes and it's ready for consumption. Some families, if not all, are using this opportunity to serve Munguin for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Apart from the fact that Munguin brings money, it also brings some problems.
While we praise the coming of Munguin, I condemn it to a point. One, because it keeps our people lazy, because they now depend on a natural phenomenon which comes and goes at will. Then the big question we ask is, after Mumbungo, what do the people do to earn a living? When it is the season for Mumbungo, you find constant blackouts in the village. Lights go off. And the question I keep asking is, how do these Mumbungo catchers manage lights? Because you see them using these very bright lights, and I begin to wonder whether they actually settle their electricity bills. I hope they are not stealing electricity.
Vapor from the munguin is harmful to the bare body.
As I boil the munguin, that the vapor, the commodity, it affect my skin so. As I boil them, that the vapor, when you open the pot, the vapor, the clean for your skin. As you go for dry, it is too clean for your skin. So now the vapor cook me so quick. But the vapor, you need the hot at the same time. For make I feel, I say if you burn some oil where you will soften your skin the way they can go peel.
If you want to catch munguin, also be prepared to spend some money taking care of your deformed body. Another problem is that children stay out late into the night and do not go to school the next morning. Even when they go to school, they spend most of their time sleeping in class since they were up the previous night.
During the Mumbungo session, other nocturnal activities go on. For example, when the young men and women go out and they don't fall, then they turn the whole exercise into Nchumba affair, which is unfortunate, especially now that we are talking about AIDS and trying to sensitize our population to be careful about their sexual habits.
There have been other reported cases of rape and sexual harassment during the period of munguin.
Otherwise, I think it is an economic device that is helping the population.
Another problem is the manner of preparation. If not well washed and prepared, taking all precautions of hygiene, it can give running stomach.
Munguin, as they call it, is these are insects which are somehow edible, and I would think that they belong to the grasshopper family. These insects are nutritious rather, if they are properly prepared and good care is taken so that you don't have contamination with other insects which could be harmful to the body. I think that this you see very often, that even the handling of the munguin may also lead to food in some intoxication. Because I see people just eat it without even washing their hands, and some do eat prepare with excess oil, and I believe that by so doing there's risk. There's risk that the grasshoppers, commonly called munguin, could be contaminated, and people can have some problems with running stomach, vomiting, and so on. Well, whatever the way that is prepared, my emphasis would rather be on the fact that the munguin should be well washed, well treated, in the sense that it should be sorted out, that you don't have other particles of other things that are strange objects or other insects which could be harmful to the body. I have not particularly had any cases, but I've learnt of people who have had some abdominal upsets as a result of eating the munguin. Just buy from around the road. And of course, the problem may not just be that of the munguin itself, and also the fact of contamination. During drying, food can get easily contaminated with dust that carries other microorganisms that can be pathogenic or disease-causing in the body. So I think one will not directly incriminate these to the munguin.
Despite these problems, people will never stop catching munguin or mumvun because it is delicious and lucrative and certainly nutritive. Why not have a taste of munguin?
oh.